Quinn Field. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Houston Cougars. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Arkansas's head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better at a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Hill. Look out! And he never had a chance.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Trying to get started. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. On the run, it's Hughes. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. Driven back. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Picked off. What a play to set him up. There he goes. Touchdown Razorbacks. Took it all the way back to the house.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Sanford. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Using his legs, it's Hughes. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle. Handoff again. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He's changing the play. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move into 1st down for Houston. And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense. Play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these in routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
2nd and long here. Pulls it on the option. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Wigman. Left side is Young. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. Turning it on! They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Motion from the wideout. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Makes a grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Cougars!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. The run inside. It's Smith. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass, it's Hill. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Sells to fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
Out wide left, it's Sanford. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll move the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's McGarry. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Houston going up tempo. A designed run for the quarterback. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sets his feet. It's Hill. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Under pressure. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! And they turn it into a defensive score.
What an incredible incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're all over him. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, it's Hughes. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. To the air, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick spin on the run. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Fresh center downs going to the air. That's caught. It's Young. Brings into the open. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. All over him immediately. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Wigman. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He got it right inside the pylon. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the Florida State Seminoles.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback.
And it's the Hurricanes, looking to push their record to 7-0. When you do that, you essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Wegman. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Hughes. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Long way to go on second down. Running inside, it's Smith.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for a man, it's Hill. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but at the ball at the 33. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to throw it. Rushes on. And it's a sack.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Hughes. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30, at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
On the return, it's Sanford. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Looking for room. It's Hughes. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Sells the run, wants to pass. Rolls right. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on the counter. Got a little space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Jackson will throw, and they can't make the connection.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
It's a six. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quick give. It's Hughes. Nowhere to go.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sets his feet. It's Wigman. Turns it upfield. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Houston will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll try the counter. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. Burrowing for yardage. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. The give on fourth. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that fourth down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Jackson gonna throw it. Right side, it's Smith. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. The linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Defense all over it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing up.
They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
They put the brakes on him.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And you can only call that run play here late in the football game, needing points, when you have all 3 timeouts. You just take one here. Nice job by this offense. They still don't have to be in that big of a hurry. Nice job managing their timeouts.
Going to the run, it's Russell. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. The Cougars will use their 1st timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Handoff from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move them on the counter. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it, and they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Wigman. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Unleashes one. Out wide right, it's McGarry. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle.